Hey everybody, this is Try Dying to Live here, playing Kerbal Space Program. This is the International YouTube Space Station. Well, at least the start of it. Right now, this is all it is, and so it's my job to put the very first part on it in my own style. You can see here there's nothing really going on with it. There's no resources. It has a little bit of electricity. The lights aren't even on. These look like they're on, but that's just the sun reflecting. There, it's an abandoned. It's not abandoned. It just hasn't been inhabited yet, I should say. It's not an inhabited space station yet. There's no Kerbals on it. It's been sent up empty, as many space stations are. And so it's my job to add the first part, and I'm not going to add any necessarily any resources just yet, and I'm not going to add any Kerbals just yet, but I think the thing that I'm going to add today is going to be one of the most important parts of any habitable environment. So let me load this up and I'll show it to you. Here it is. I call it the Comcast, and its purpose is to provide the International YouTube Space Station with internet, because what is life without the internet after all? So here it is. I've got plenty of antennas so that no matter which way the station is facing, we'll get a good reception. I got two different antennas, and I've named it Comcast. One because it's com, because you got that communications, and cast because you're sending like a broadcast, and so with a cool name like that, anything named Comcast can't be bad, right? It's got to be perfect every time. It's gonna be high speed, always awesome, right? We'll see. I've also added a multi-port docking port here as well, just to facilitate additional additions. That's right, I said that. The whole thing is actually not going to be like a probe or anything like that. The probe is actually down here. The ship is a probe ship. It's not a Kerbal driven ship. It's a probe ship. But the probe will not be attached to the space station. Only this add-on will, with the main goal of being internet and a secondary goal of adding a few more docking ports. And we're also not going to dock using one of the end docks. We're actually going to use a side docking port to dock. And so we're going to have a little bit of a tutorial, which is how to dock when you're not using the end, okay? So we'll do that, and so that we're moving down, we have from this guy here, this docking port on down to here. Knock this off. This is going to be our attachment vehicle, so this will attach, and then this will actually, with the probe, we will detach from this. So once this is on the station, we'll remove this, and that will burn up on re-entry. Its purpose is just to get it attached, give us control, and then our rocket is here, and it is, let's see, I guess I got a, oops, I took the wrong piece off. It's a smaller tank with a gimbaling engine, and then a large tank with a mainsail, and all the way on the outside is these beautiful solid boosters with their fins that will keep it nice and steady. So we'll load this up, and we'll add our piece to the space station. Get a chance to pass on to the next guy. Okay, here we are. We've got our Comcast right here ready to launch. We've got the space station just ahead of us. I think I'm going to be able to catch up to it because I'm on the inside track, hopefully. But we'll see how that works out for us. So here we are. Oops, pushing the wrong buttons. Okay, M is the button to switch from map view. And oh, we should take off now. Why don't you think? All right. There's an SAS involved in this, and so it's going to control these fins to keep us on track. So one of the nice things there is that normally I use these engines to keep myself straight up and down. I'm not actually keeping straight up and down. Let's try this. Oh, there we go. It's because it's so long, it's a little wobbly. I added these guys, these struts here to help it out, but it's a little trouble. But anyways, what I was saying was, when you're using a solid booster only stage, you don't get that gimbaling action to straighten you up. So since you're using them generally in atmosphere, using those fins, those I don't know what you'd call them, whatever, the winglets, to help you keep yourself straight is a huge benefit. So those are done. Let's kick those off. Oh, that was close. Kind of spun when they fell. That was kind of cool. Rid of all that junk there. There's a small problem in that this debris will actually be called unknown, I think, for a while, until it attaches, and it should be fine. And of course our engine's overheating, so let's knock that down just a little bit. There we go, that's much better. This has turned out to be a pretty good rocket. I just kind of made it, you know, just to toss this up here to see how it worked, and it turns out in testing to be pretty good. Let's start our gravity turn. Usually I start my gravity turn way later than most people like to, but in this case, let's start our gravity turn pretty early. Well, partly because I want to make sure that I'm able to cut inside of the space station. I don't want to accidentally go outside of it, because then I won't be traveling faster than it. So I don't want to travel too quickly. So let's see here. My apoapsis is, yep, time to do my gravity turn. Complete the gravity turn. Whoa, easy there, easy there. It's very long. When you get that long, it likes to keep momentum. So, but eventually, well, it's actually turned out pretty good. We've got quite a bit of speed, and we're not even to our third stage. So third stage is here. Whoa, third stage. Whoa, come on, bring us back. Bring it back. Don't make me use my high-pitched voice. Oh, we messed up. We're way outside of Kerbin apoapsis, or the orbit of the space station. The IYSS ship, if you want. It's actually a ship. It actually needs to be changed to a station, but we'll fix that. All right, let's see what we got here. So let's go ahead and plan out our trajectory. We'll do this at apoapsis. We'll get this guy going out here. Let's see here. Doesn't look like we're gonna do very good. Let's. Where does it bring our paraapsis at? We can at least bring our paraapsis to tolerable. Paraapsis 100. Let's bring it in just a little bit. I don't want a very high apoapsis. Let's see here. Position, target position, intersect 1. Yeah, we'll actually need to stay inside of it, but we have plenty of fuel, so we should be pretty good. All right. So we made a mistake, but if we're willing to adjust, we don't have to restart. Okay, so let's bring it up to our burn time. There we go. Rotate our ship around. Oh, why are you so long, ship? Oh, push, push. Okay, turn the RCS on real quick. There we go. Oh, not the SAS, just the RCS. RCS off, SAS on. Alright, are we ready for our burn? No, we're not. Speed up time just a little bit here. Alright. Ship is still a little long. But we'll just get ourselves a decent paraapsis. We won't be really anywhere near, so we'll have to use our orbits to adjust. When I say orbits, I mean we'll do a few laps to adjust. We might actually have to slow ourselves down at periapsis, since my gravity turn wasn't very good. All right, that's good enough. Periapsis, are you high enough? Oh yeah, you're fine. All right, so let's get rid of this guy here. Go away. All right, let's see here. I want to add a maneuver. You see, we're pretty far off, but I think we'll be okay. Let's see what happens if we do a maneuver at periapsis. Can we change it by any means? Yeah, I don't think there's anything we can do here. That's okay. We'll go. Let's see here, and then let's see here. We're here. This is way ahead of us, so we should have done this a little. We should have waited until it was a little closer to us, but that's okay. We'll go up all the way up. We've got plenty of fuel, which is pretty sweet. There's actually enough fuel on this ship in my testing that I could leave Kerbin sphere of influence, which is pretty nice. So we're catching up because we're on the inside track. Boom, 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 boom. But what I am going to do is I'm actually going to bring us our apoapsis down just a lot of it. So we really don't even have it intersected now. But what we will be doing is we will be catching up on it. So we'll be catching up on the space station, which is, you know, this is just basic orbital maneuvering. Just be patient. Sometimes you can't use all the tools and they don't always work right for you. Of course, if I planned it properly, it would work a lot better. periapsis is still safe. Just wanted to make sure I didn't make a mistake and get my periapsis too low. So anyways, I'm gonna catch up to this for a few minutes, but I'm gonna save you guys some time, so I'm gonna cut out some video here. Alright, so I'm catching up to the ship. I'm actually probably closer than I mean to be. Oops, let's do this. 14 seconds out. Let's do 44 seconds out. I can do maneuver that time. Alright, let's see how we do. Oh, what do we got here? That's too much. What do we have here? 24 kilometers out. I can do 24 kilometers out. I think we can do that. Alright, so I need to turn my ship, so let's turn my RCS on so I can flip. I've got a burn time in 20 seconds, so I better get this going. But I only have 15 meters per second to burn towards, so that's alright. Whoops. I need to burn toward the blue. Let's try this again. And time to burn. That's it. That's it. I didn't do as good as I could have. 24, well, that's pretty good. Alright, so we'll zip up to here, and when we get up to here, we will go ahead and adjust our orbit again. Oops. We'll actually plan our maneuver right now. Let's see here. And so first thing I want to do is accelerate out so that our orbits sort of look similar, and if we need to, we'll fix some things. So let's fix this thing this way. Oh, that's looking great. How close is that? 18 kilometers. And then you might say, well, that's 18 kilometers, that's barely any better, but look how good the orbits are. The orbits are almost matched. So that'll be very important. Okay, turn my SAS off. How am I doing on my RCS since I left that on? Every time I leave my, let's see, monoprop. Okay, we're good. Every time I leave my SAS on with my RCS, I'm always paranoid that I've run out all of my fuel. Alright, get that a nice twist. Start getting that, find that blue dot. There needs to be like an arrow, like your blue dot is closest this way. And I can say, oh, okay, let me go this way. It's just my, you know, my wish list. Spin this guy around. Oh, I've lost my blue dot. Where's my blue dot at? There it is. There it is. I went all the way around. It was right next to me. RCS, SAS on, RCS off. Burn time, a 3-second burn time it's estimating. Speed up the time so we get our node. And that's good enough. Let's get our ship corrected over the blue dot and lock and burn. Whoops. It's going to take more than 3 seconds, it looks like. 3, 2, whoops. It's correct. Maybe I'm just a perfectionist, but I feel like I should burn in the proper direction. That's close enough. Let's get rid of this guy here. Go away. How close are you? 19 kilometers. Okay, so the next part of our mission is just going to be to get up to closest point. See if we can actually see it. Should be, oh, there it is. There it is. Alright, so we'll get up to our closest point. So the station will be here, oops, and I will be here. Actually, I'm going to be in front of it. There we go. And so now I'm going to zero out my speed. And then burn toward it. Zeroing out speed. Whoop. Did I burn with my RCS? Leave my RCS on again. I'm probably more paranoid than I need to be most of the time, but I've made so many mistakes, you know, during my time. Oh, come on, turn, 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 turn. That it's pretty easy for me to you know, be overly cautious sometimes. That should be good. Let's see what we get. What's we get? 10 kilometers. That's pretty good. That's a good start. So let's get to our next closest spot. turn my RCS back on. I don't like to use my RCS because I feel like it's like so wasteful, but I'll probably have so much left over. And plus, the RCS is not staying with the ship, so I don't have to keep a bunch with me. All right, so let's get rid of our relative speed. Stop. And now let's go over here and burn towards the ship. So that gets us closer. Where's our next closest? 12 kilometers. Let's go ahead and do a little more burning towards it. 7 kilometers, 6 kilometers, 5 kilometers, 4, 3, 2. Whoa, stop blinking. It's 4 kilometers out, 3 kilometers out. That's pretty good. Now we'll be flying towards it. So one thing that I will need to do, because we're going to be flying towards this, well, I mean flying towards it, I mean, I don't even see where it's at. Is that you know, we're traveling at it at 52 meters per second. So the thing that I want to do now, I'm going to turn my RCS on. I'm going to flip myself around here so that when it gets close enough to me that I can slow myself down. And then when we get ready to dock, I'll jettison this last tank here, and we'll go in for fine maneuvers. I didn't even need this little tank here. It's kind of overkill. Alright, enough RCS for me, for my cares. Alright, so that on, let's go ahead and start warping toward it. And we will continue this way. Oops, slow down. Whoa, okay. So let's zero out our speed. Alright, it's close enough. SAS off, RCS on. Let's go find where the ship is at. It's out this way somewhere. So that's where I had to zero it out because it was going to fly past me. Or worse, very unlikely, but I could have flown into it, which would have made this whole experiment pretty short. Alright, give ourselves a little speed towards it. This little yellow dot right here, I want to kind of get this over the top of the ship. So this is the pink is the direction of the ship, and this is the direction I'm traveling in comparison to the ship, heading towards it at 8 meters per second. I'm going to go ahead and turn my RCS off. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this guy here, as we are close enough that I don't need him anymore. Goodbye, thank you for helping me. But and now what's going to be nice is I'm going to be able to flip my ship around a little easier. Theoretically, rotate. Alright, now we're flying towards it quite quickly. So I'm going to turn my RCS on so I can really slow myself down. Oh yeah, this is going to turn out bad if I'm not careful. Whoa, here's some speed. There we go. Whoa, whoa, oh, don't hit the ship. Oh, don't hit the oh, man, that is close. That is a bad thing. Alright. Let's continue to rotate ourselves around. We're a little longer than I normally would like. Alright, so let's lock ourselves in here with the direction of the ship. And for right now, I'm going to go ahead and start using some of my switch camera modes to chase. That's going to help out a lot too. Alright, come on, work with me. Alright, so here we are, we're heading not towards it, so we're going to try to get that yellow dot. There we go. So now we're heading towards it about 4 meters per second, and we're going to use a sideways docking. So we're going to, first off, let me see if I can get this guy. That one right there is our new target, and this guy right here we're going to control from here, so now it looks totally different. Alright, so this is actually where I want to be, and so I'm actually going to set that as target. Okay, so it's a little more confusing now, because now, let's see here, let me actually, can I rotate it? Oh, that's not looking right. Come on, let's see here. How can I tell which one it is? Let's see here. Let's see here, go down. Okay, let's look at it this way. It's harder because now, like this this guy right here is what I'm aiming for. So let's do it. Let's go backwards. Nope. Yeah, backwards. This is down, up, down. All my controls are now switched around. Coming in at go away from it. So imagine that now this is the front of my ship, and now it's about to crash into it. Ooh, 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 ooh. There we go. So now I have to think of it. Let's go this way. Back, back, back. Actually, this is now the front of my ship. Oh, that is bad. All right, control from there. That's the one. Okay, so that's the front of it. Okay, that was tricky. All right, so go down, 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 down. Let's go ahead and turn our SAS off and rotate our ship so that it orients us the same way. That looks good. Lock that in place so those two will match together. And we're going to go down, over, over. Let's see here. I want to go up, actually, up, 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 over, 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 over. There we go. So it's hard to put this in your mind, but imagine that suddenly our ship is like this way. And so now you're like, it's harder because you're trying to figure out the controls, because your brain is like, no, you're doing it wrong. But you just have to be like, no brain, you're stupid. No brain, you're stupid. That's right, I said that. Oops, that's not what I wanted. H. Match speed. Looks good. Oops, we're off this way. You go up, 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 down, up. So as it's kind of drifting towards us, we just kind of keep in correcting, and then T's off, turn that off. And oh, come on, that's really weird. There we go. Got a little wobble, we're okay. Okay, so while we're still connected, we have all of our resources. We are recharging the ship slowly. We're slowly recharging the ship because we got a few solar panels on here. Let's open up our all of these guys here. I got a little bit of light. Whoa, look at that. Some lights on the ship. Looks good. Get that guy out. That guy. Hey, you didn't go. Hey, come on. Come on. You need to belong to. We gotta have good internet. We cannot sully the good name of Comcast. There we go. So this will be handy because it gives us this guy right here, and the next person can come in and kind of make it a little longer, so it gives us a cool right angle type thing. It'll also be really neat because if you wanted to do like a mirror type thing, this is more on the tutorial side of things, you want to do like a mirror where it had like its solar cells kind of pointed out towards the top but at like a 90-degree angle, which looked really cool. You could do that. I'm going to turn my SAS on, my RCS on. Just stable it, keep it from spinning. That looks good. Alright, turn both of those off now. So, here is the YouTube space station. I don't know who it's going to next, but whoever finally gets a hold of this thing, they will have great internet connection on it. So I guess the only thing left now is just to oops, not you. You. Is just to, get this guy out of here. And we'll deorbit him. And thank you guys so much for watching. You're not flying down to... It looks like it's just crashing into the planet, but it's not. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to keep up with this, check out the forum or our website, which is trying-to-live.com/IYSS for the International YouTube Space Station. So keep up with it, and I will see you guys next time.